You're about to listen to TADPOG, Tyler and Dave Play Old Games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet. Welcome.
Hi.
Shit, I didn't think you'd come back. Come on.
Of
All
course.
right, hey.
Of course I'd come back.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for almost 8 years.
I was talking to them over there. I knew you'd be back.
Oh, yeah,
You're
yeah.
contractually bound.
Yeah. You can't get rid of me.
Friendship contract is what it says right here.
Every Monday at some point in the day, I'm like, is 6 good? It's like our only communications pretty much,
Yeah.
until we record. Like a message from me to you, 6 good? And you'll say, I, or no, I got to work late.
Occasionally we intersperse it with memes.
It is true. It is true. Well, I'm not complaining. I mean, I like this. I mean, I like
We save it up.
interacting.
Save it up
and-
for the interaction.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, totally.
We don't want to text all week and then get here and just like stare at each other.
Right, because we talked about all the things already. Yeah, it's weird. It honestly is weird.
We can't intersperse. We can't do it like I do our marriages and just fuck the lull periods. Anything to say? Well, let's have sex.
Right, yeah, we can't do that. But like, it's also weird how like
I mean, we could do that, but
we could do
there's
that.
not really a good place in here.
There is like, it's weird how like the podcast has, I mean, obviously influenced our friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, in lots of different ways. I feel like it's enriched it in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But there is definitely, even in like the early days where it's like, man, I don't want to talk to Tyler about any of the things about this game. Like,
Yep.
because it's like, I want to save that for the
And I hope I
show.
don't forget.
And exactly.
And then forget something, and then when you leave, then you remember it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. Without
Every
fail.
time, like, I'll go back in the house. Shit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Or I'll be, yeah, totally. And the worst is when it's like a Patreon related thing or something, where it's like, damn it.
Like, I'm mad. Last week, I mentioned a bunch of people that I would watch stream, when we talk about Hades.
Yeah.
The week before. And I just forgot Choctaw. After I got in,
yeah.
I was like, fuck. Shit.
No, that
forgot Choctopus.
Yeah, anytime I mention people, it's like, yeah, that's totally what gets me on like the drive home. It's like, oh fuck. 404 Error Lord. I mean, that's like, there is a title because of that.
We're also Tadpog, Tyler, and Dave Play Old Games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're so glad you came.
We are very glad that you
That was
came.
me channeling Jacob. We're so glad you came.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. See?
Okay. Passable.
I'm no Sean Miller when Sean Miller went as Jacob for Halloween that one year. That was really
forgot
good.
about that.
Yeah.
Halloween, man. What are you guys doing for Halloween? Because I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Like,
I don't know either.
I don't know if we're gonna go to like a trunk or treat, but like that just seems like risky to me. But not as risky as going, I guess, door to door, like crammed in together.
Going
like
to Jefferson Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no way. We definitely will not be going to
Yeah.
Jefferson Street.
I'll be surprised if our town does it. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody tweeted today something about COVID's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. I hope that doesn't have any really negative impact. Whoever tweeted that.
Who would do
I don't
that?
know.
Who would
I
be
don't
so
know.
irresponsible?
I don't know. Who knows? It's probably Ian. I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a real shame that I don't know, like, I don't have any Halloween plans because, like, I was driving home the other day and I was like, man, this is the first time that I could, like, really do a good Beetlejuice just because of my hair right now. Like, I could just really do, like, a...
It's because this mold behind my ears.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, all the mold and all the nasty teeth that I've got. Yeah, man. The sunken eyes, all of that.
Love it.
Yeah. And Lydia, of course. I've got Lydia.
Yeah, it's true.
So, skeleton magic.
Skeleton magic. What was you mentioned Beetlejuice, and I was actually watching Angry Video Game Nerd briefly talk about Beetlejuice.
Which one?
The NES game that we played.
Right.
And he was just talking about, or there's a cloud here. How do I go down? Well, you have to shoot this beehive. How do they shoot the beehive? Turn into a skeleton. What can a skeleton do? Skeleton throws a fireball. So it's a very weird sentence. Hey, I need to get that cloud to go down. I'll turn into a skeleton and throw a fireball at that beehive.
Yeah, I do feel like that is like an NES era kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like things got less weird after there were so many bad NES games. Or even good ones. I feel like there was even a bunch of weird shit like Monster Party. I mean, we've talked about Monster Party.
Yep.
I almost said Monster Rain, but Monster Party.
Something good and different.
Right? You know, as a treat.
David and I don't always enjoy a good Monster Rain, but sometimes
Every
there's
now
a
and then.
treat. Whenever there's a porch we can get under. We don't find those very often anymore, but when we do.
Good old Jim Norton.
Yeah, any fans of Jim Norton will understand.
Yeah.
Primarily Josh, because he's in the car with us when we listen to that audiobook.
Yep. Several times, I believe. I think didn't we listen to this audiobook like twice?
We
and
might
watched like the
have.
season 3 of The Office like twice.
Yeah.
On the
Yep.
way to Albuquerque and back over a course of a weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good old 27-hour drive straight.
We did it in shifts. That's 9 hours a person.
Yep, pretty much.
That's easy.
I got that good old shift right in the middle of Texas where it was just
Right.
a straight plain shot.
You did start in Texas, and I think you also ended in Texas, right? I mean, Jesus. What have you been up to,
Well,
Tyler?
All
Bearded
right.
host.
I've had a fruitful week
Good, because I got like not much.
and a tenacious week as well. First, I'll start off. I want to preface it. So, Mike Guy from Naruto.
Oh wow, this is a really interesting start. I want to see where things go from here.
So, Mike Guy is known as the Leaf's Green Beast, eventually the Leaf's Blue Beast, based on how many gates he can open, and it turns his chakra different colors.
How
when he
many
opens
leaves
different
he's
gates.
collected
How many-
and presented them to the leaf god.
Blue leaf, green leaf. I have the red leaf, but if I give it to you, I die.
It's worth it.
So eventually, he eventually becomes the red beast in the end.
Oh,
But,
shit.
Yeah, it's a very, very good episode.
Yeah.
But so he unlocks the 8 gates, everything. So my dad, Randy. So Randy is Paducah's impatient beast.
What'd he do?
And he opened the gate of one of the 8 gates. He opened the gate of grossness and did an awesome thing for me. But it's super gross, and it's based on the power of his impatience.
All right, let's hear it. I'm ready.
So on Thursday night, my plumbing was just like, nah, we're done.
Like, what do you mean done? Like, what were the symptoms?
Melissa did some laundry,
Yeah.
and it all came up in the bathtub.
All right, hey, yeah, we are the same person.
And then the toilet started going very, very, very slowly.
Yeah,
Sinks were all right. So
that's good.
On Thursday, we went and bought all sorts of
Pipes.
special Drano
Yeah.
and sulfuric acid. They just sell that. You can pour down, comes in a plastic bag that says warning. But it's supposed to be very effective. We used.
Warning: do not put down drain under any circumstance.
Why do we sell it in plumbing? Fuck you. That's why.
Okay to drink.
Treats COVID.
Yeah.
So we tried the Max Gel Drano that's highly recommended on every site on the internet that deals with plumbing.
Yeah.
The hair version, sulfuric acid.
Like it's made of hair.
Yeah.
It's like a Play-Doh factory. You pull a lever,
The hair's alive. It crawls down your drain.
it eats other hair.
It's the dominant hair.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Very hard to catch a good alpha hair. So tried all that. No effect.
Not good.
Got up in the morning, bought a snake, snaked the drains.
Snake ate the hair.
Snake ate the Well, then we have to get a toilet hawk to eat the snake.
Toilet Hawk. New Steam name. Toilet Hawk.
Because Melissa she was like, I'm going to fucking figure this out. She was snaking drains and all sorts of shit.
Yeah. That's what Nikki did when we had that problem too. And I remember being like, you're not going to fix it.
I love being married to a strong woman. 'Cause this is gross.
I'm going to go play Diablo. Is that cool? Sweet.
So Eventually, the bathtub, unclogged enough to drain. But then the toilet was like, okay, fine. Now we're not going to work. Now it's worse. So I was talking to my dad about it, and he was like, well, have you tried the other one? Okay, so I walked
The other toilet?
The other toilet, because I have 1.5 bath. The half bath was in, Melissa and I had, that was in the master bedroom.
Right.
We turned the garage into a bigger bedroom, so we're in there, and Choco Chica and Kenna share what used to be the master.
So they have that half bath.
They have that half bath.
That's theirs.
That they hate.
They hate it.
They don't like to use it. They don't want it. That door stays shut, and they've got stuff piled in front of it.
Why
Their
do they hate
fans
it?
And stuff. I don't know. They just don't like it. I guess it's very small. They feel claustrophobic trying to use it.
It is small, but I mean, it's a toilet.
I would have figured, yeah. I mean,
It's a toilet, and you got a sink in there.
yeah, you don't have to come in your room, really.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. I wish I had like
Just get you a mini fridge, and you're fine.
You're fucking good. Mini fridge and a Wi-Fi hotspot.
So I went back there. I cleared all this stuff out to open it up, and whenever I grabbed the handle and pulled, nothing.
Nothing on the toilet? Was there water?
The door does not open.
The door doesn't open.
And I look down, there's a bulge in the carpet preventing the door from opening.
Oh,
So
no.
I stamped that down.
Oh, no.
Open that
no.
up.
Oh, no.
In the
No.
long time since I've been in there,
Oh,
it
no.
has since sprung a leak.
Oh, no.
And it was really gross.
Oh, no.
There was like a moldy towel that was in the floor that was just left there from whenever that got soaked up all the water. And then the carpet browned. And so I turned off the water. Like, all right, well, this has got to dry out.
Oh,
This is our B plot we will deal with later.
Oh, dude.
So shut that door back. And then, because we can't figure out anything else to do, so I guess we're going to have to go dig up the septic tank because nothing's working. So Dad comes over, we dig up the clean out, and it immediately, it's just water, just standing in water. It's like, okay, well, there's definitely a problem here.
Right.
Let's get to the septic tank. We do that. There's like the little concrete plug. We pull that up. Septic tank is dry as a bone. Like, so.
Where all the poo go?
Yeah, no poo.
Where the poo go?
Just dust. So Dad's like, all right, it's over here by the clean out. So we get the snake, and we're running that down
Did you
there.
have poo in your yard like I had poo in my yard?
Oh man, yeah.
All right.
There's a lot of poo in the yard.
Yeah.
A lot of poo in the yard.
Their poo go.
Take poo out here, throw poo over there. So he goes and gets his his pool siphon, and we siphon out all the water, pump it out.
Had a septic fight.
Yeah. Well, it was pretty bad because it's for he's got a big in-ground pool.
Yeah.
So it's got a very long black.
He's like, not using this again.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but
Here, this is
we gotta
yours.
fix this.
Here's your poo pump.
Pretty much what it is. So, giant black tube going on the other end. Melissa comes out, and she's just like, oh my God.
It smell a little
smells
bit.
horrible.
Yeah.
Especially once we cracked that concrete seal on the septic tank.
Yeah.
That was bad. But Dad as soon as he lowers it in, submerges the pump
Into the tank, right?
Into the leak where the clean out is.
Okay,
so
the
we've
clean out.
dug a hole and it's just filled with water. So we can't even get to the clean out. So the link,
When did this happen?
the plug, Sunday.
So you were days from Thursday to
We went from Thursday to Sunday.
So that sucked.
Yeah. I was just driving either to the Southern Pride gas station or to my parents
Oh,
to
no,
shit.
dude.
In between drinking a lot of KO Pectate, hoping
Oh
I
no,
didn't shit.
man! But you could shower at least, right?
We turned the shower on and then the toilet would overflow.
And poo came out.
Yeah. So if
Plumbing, how does it work?
there's twice I still had to go in the toilet because I waited too long.
Yeah.
And
So were you taking showers at the truck stop?
No. Ugh.
No, I've never
I mean,
taken
you can, and I know it's a thing people do.
Right. What is that like?
I've been into one of those
TADPOG
before.
Patreon, $3,000. Tyler and Dave will go to the truck stop and take showers.
Shower at a truck stop, come what may.
No,
All holes open. Tadpog takes a shower at the gas station.
no, scratch that last part. All we have to do is take a shower. We haven't even,
All holes open. Time to take a shower. Okay.
we haven't even pooped in the ocean yet.
That's true.
Let's get through COVID first, then poop in the ocean.
Oh. I mean, I've been back because when the bathroom was full, I went back and someone left the door open to where all the showers are, and I just went back there and took a shit one time. So it looks like any other like campground where you would shower.
Okay.
You know, very basic toilet shower. No, just a ledge, no curtain. You know,
Fun.
yeah, fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's a recipe for comfort.
Comfort. So as soon as he submerges it, and it works very well. It's a pool pump.
Poop pump.
So there are so many leaks in this tube that he has.
Oh, no.
It just immediately
Just
turns
spray.
into like shit Wonder Waters. It's just
fucking crocodile mile.
oh yeah, it just shit water.
Oh my god.
The main pump is just spraying it out, and then you've got like raindrops of poop flying everywhere out of the tube.
Yikes. How does your whole entire family not have pink eye right now?
We'll see. I don't know. We do that to submerge it all the way to get the clean out. So now we can see it, and then we get the snake. We run it down there. No, I mean,
The snake was like, fuck no.
no, dog.
No. I mean, I'm Satan incarnate, but nah.
I eat hair, not turds.
You better get a toilet hawk.
You get a shit hawk. So we run it out like 5 feet and we hit the plug, you know, so something's going on. So he's hitting it. Not even 5 feet. Pretty sure he has it. And then we keep pulling out just like hair and paper. We're not really sure what the plug even is. We tried that forever. Eventually it fills back up with water. So we use the pool pump and then we use his shop vac.
It sounds like you're about to fight a monster in Symphony of the Night. Like, you know, like you're meddling in things you should not be meddling in.
And then we pretty much ruin his shop vac when we siphon up all the poop into that. Because that's awful. I nearly dropped it when I moved it. He was like, oh, God. Eventually we get that out, and he's just...
How do you clean that? Like, what do you do? Like, just just put the shop vac hose or whatever into bleach? Just run it through?
I think he just threw it away.
Yeah.
We tried to clean it after the fact, but I think he's
It was
like, I'm
gone.
just going to throw this away.
Yeah.
These aren't that expensive.
And he probably didn't buy it new, is my guess.
Yeah, I'm sure you got to have a yard sale.
Yeah.
And then we get my hose, and he's like, well, turn the hose on full blast, and we're down here to see if we can't blow whatever's in here the other way and loosen it up. So we do that for a while. Nothing. And that's when the impatient beast rears its head, and he just looks at the septic tank
No.
and just fucking reaches in that fucker.
I knew you'd do it, man. Like fucking.
No gloves,
God.
no nothing. He's like, I've had that shot you have to have. It's fine. And he
Did
just,
he literally say that?
Yeah.
What shot? The poo shot?
Whenever there was a septic leak at the plant one time, and he was in the fire brigade, so we had to deal with it. So they told him, you guys need to go and get this shot anytime you're exposed, you know, since you've been exposed to sewage, whatnot. He's like, I had that shot. It's still fine. So he reaches down, past his elbow into the septic tank, and I just see him pull out like all this black stuff, and it's just tree roots.
Oh,
so many blackened tree roots.
Yeah.
That have like, I think the last time it plugged up, we called somebody to come out on a weekend. It was like, it's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, we'll figure this out this time.
Yeah.
And he had like a bladed auger that he put in through. And I guess it just bore through some of these tree roots, but didn't actually get them out.
Yeah, and they'll probably grow back. I mean, that's the problem that we always have is that, you know, you cut the roots and then the roots just...
So now I went and bought some of that
Come
root
back.
killer shit. Yeah. So that is in the tank now.
Yeah.
But he reaches through and he pulls out like all these roots perfectly molded to the inside of the pipes. And he just reaches through and like there's just like black shit all up and down his arm. He's just like,
It's like George Costanza pulling the golf ball out of a whale.
because he pulls out all the roots, and then you see him reaching in and he's just pulling out huge wads of paper. Like, I don't know if it's toilet paper that just didn't break down. I think it's wet wipes. And then I saw some designs on them, so I think some was paper towels.
Yeah, that's not good.
So the roots, like a clogged artery, just made the hole really small, and then paper towels just plunk,
yeah.
or wet wipes or whatever.
Yeah.
So
no, dude, we've been there, man. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, we've been there. Same exact situation, except for we didn't put our hands down in the pure water. We paid a professional to do that.
and then it was, Paducah's impatient beast, man.
Yeah.
fucking beast mode.
Man,
He pulled it all out and then like thoroughly just washed got every like every soap I had in the house and just like washed his arm and
The flamethrower.
and then everything was perfect.
All right.
You could see immediately saw everything rush into the septic tank.
All right.
So I was like, all right.
Paid off.
Thank you, Father.
Hey, did you learn a lesson?
I did.
Sometimes you got to just go elbow deep and boo.
Open the
roots.
sixth gate, the gross gate, and fucking get in there.
So he's the red beast now?
He's the brown beast.
The brown beast? Is that like
the brownish, blackish beast.
Is that when Hank McCoy runs out of hair dye or what is that?
And then we also bought Brandy Jr. a car.
Oh yeah,
over the weekend.
What'd you get?
A 9 and thank you, Lord Mike of Purdue. I sent him the VIN numbers from all the cars we looked at, and he was like, yes, no. You know,
cool.
Or pretty much no, yes. Like this finally this one like passed everything. He said it looked like it was all looked good. The price was good, everything. So bought it, like a 2014 Chevy Cruze.
Cool.
She loves it. So
cool. No more two-tone Camry?
No more.
Is that what she was driving?
No more of the sweet two-tone Camry. My father.
I mean,
he two-toned my PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
That looked good.
Yeah.
That looked good.
It didn't look good on the Camry.
So yeah,
but I mean, it was a
two-tone on the
Camry.
Camry. Not so much.
Because that's one of the things where it's like, man, I don't know. Camrys are pretty good, you know.
But she never. Even he said that the last time he drove it, he's like, "This is about to
Oh,
go."
really?
Yeah.
What year was it?
Oh, shit, man, 96.
Yeah, that's an older Camry.
Yeah.
That's an older model.
And she never like complained. She just said, you know, I didn't know if I get a car, so I'm just happy I have a car.
Yeah.
The two-tone isn't very pretty though.
No, it was not.
So no, she's ecstatic. Although we bought it in Illinois, so now I'm having to go through the big rigmarole to.
Yeah, you're going to be paying taxes for 8 years.
Taxes, and then we'll more or less getting the buyer back or the seller back. And
Illinois, they love their roads, man.
Yeah.
They love having paved roads and good schools.
I got to get shit notarized for Kentucky because it's like it's like a pain in the ass now.
Yeah, I bought a car out of state before, and it sucks. It sucks. Yeah,
I was like, how did my dad always do this all the time? Oh, forgery. Forgery. That's how he did it.
Well, the impatient beast rears his head again, I guess.
Yeah, second gate of forgery. They don't check. They don't care.
Making his own certified seal.
No Tory. Good enough. I don't give a shit.
Oh man. So all's good now with the plumbing?
All's good. Yeah.
Good.
Everything's good.
Good. That's a relief.
Yeah.
That stuff's no fun, man.
No,
We've been there several times.
And it wasn't even that long ago when I had to have, had it sucked out and everything from before.
Right. Yeah.
So.
It's those, man, roots fucking suck. Tree roots suck, dude.
Yep.
And it's like our house is built on, like, it's got like yard and stuff, but like you go down deep enough, a couple feet, and it's like just asphalt. It's just paved over, and then they came in and developed it. So it's like the roots for the trees can only go down so far, and then they're like, guess we're spreading out.
Yep. See, mine just happened to have like 5 feet of where there's a giant maple tree.
Yeah. You do.
So we may end up cutting it down. I don't know. But yeah, it sucks real bad. That's what I was up to this week.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't up to a whole lot except for staying up till 5 a.m. playing Among Us on Saturday.
Nice.
And then 2 a.m. last night playing Final Fantasy V. So,
did you like Final Fantasy V?
Yeah. I've never finished it. I tried playing it maybe a year or two ago, and I really enjoyed it, but just never, something came along, That's like my problem always, is like, and I'm experiencing it even right now, where it's like, I want to play Among Us, but I also want to try to finish Hades, but I also want to play Super Mario Brothers 35, but I also want to play Final Fantasy V. And it's like, okay, so I have these four games, and like several of those games are pretty big commitments, and it's like, I mean, Hades and Final Fantasy V, those are big commitments, and it's like I'm trying to squeeze them. I'm like the poo trying to like get through the roots, and it's like I just can't. Like it's
that
too
poor turd,
too small of a hole. can't do it.
I want to go to my home.
I want to go to gaming paradise. Alas, time is the roots.
Yeah.
So can't get through, man. Can't get through. Someone fucking flushed a tampon, and now it's all fucked up.
That's what I was very concerned about.
Yeah.
Was it being a tampon.
Dude, anything but toilet paper is like gonna fuck shit up. Like
Even that, like I was told, somebody at work told me that, like, I was recounting the story, and they were like, yeah, Charmin, Charmin's the worst. Charmin doesn't break down like the others do.
Well, we were told, like, someone said something about
Allegedly, Charmin doesn't break down.
someone said something about like flushable wipes in front of like the plumber, and he was like, "There are no flushable wipes."
Yeah. Yeah. That's just a marketing
But
trick.
it says there are no flushable wipes. Do not flush wipes down the toilet.
Throw your poo rags in the stinky trash can.
Right?
I'm just like, because I know it's not me, because I got that bidet action.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing's going down there but my constant diarrhea, my constant unending diarrhea. So I know I'm not plugging up shit.
No, you're not. I need to get on that bidet train. I've been wanting to for years now, but it's just, honestly, it's laziness in that I want the warm water, and it's like that involves like another level of just.
I think you might be able to do it, though, because your sink's right by your toilet, right?
I mean, someone might be able to
Yeah.
do it. Nikki might be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. But yeah, the sink is pretty close to the toilet. So also Henry will take it off and probably like squirt us and stuff. So.
Yeah. Because it does jettison out of there.
Yeah.
Melissa was like, how does this,
Yeah. I mean, it's gotta, right?
Gotta clean your poop hole.
Clean that no-no hole off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deglaze the donut. So I've just been playing games. Man, Among Us is super, super, super fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And talk about like a time sink on the same level as like back when I was playing Civilization 5, where it's just like, okay, I'll start this game. And then it's like 6 hours later, like literally a black screen comes up and says 6 hours later. And I'm like, wow, how long have I been? Oh God, I got to go to work. Yeah. Yeah.
So how long, I mean, have you been in part of a big game that gets down to, is your goal as the imposter to get down to just 2 players?
The goal is the imposter. It depends on how many imposters there are. And there's math involved in it, which is not great always. Because it's like, I'm always like, when I'm the imposter and I'm not alone when there's 2 imposters, right? And I'm like, okay, how many survivors are there? And then I'm like, how many do we need to get rid of before we win? And I never know the answer. And it's like, well, I can't ask because everyone's going to know. Like, why do you want to know?
Can you kill more than one person on a run?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
so if
yeah.
no one noticed, you could just kill everybody and win.
Yeah, but there's a cooldown on the kill button, though.
Wow.
So, which can be adjusted. That's what's really neat about all of it is like, it can be, all this stuff can be modified. Like, you can change the default kill cooldown. You can decrease it. You can increase like player speed. You can decrease like their visibility. Someone in Game Buds was talking about, I can't remember who it was, unfortunately. It might have been Zalnop. Was talking about like a version of the game, not even really a modification, but just like a rule set for Among Us that made it play like, God, what is the name of that game? Dead by Daylight? Where it's like there's one killer and there's one imposter and all of the crew members have limited visibility and they don't have to do shit. What is it? I don't know. Forget I started all that. When I heard it, I was strudeled and it sounded cool. So let's just leave it at that.
But anyway, yeah, you know.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yada,
got
yada,
it.
yada. Sounds pretty good.
Yada, yada. Look it up. I'm sure you can find it.
So I was, after Choco Chica was telling me about it, and I was like, oh, you know what that sounds like? And listen to me carefully when I tell you about this. Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
So then I start trying to sell her on Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
And she's not buying it all.
No, was she like me where she was like,
The imposter are all the Cylons.
yeah. She's like, this is boring. Where are the memes in Battlestar Galactica? That's how I was when I watched the
No, Starbucks pretty sus. I don't know.
Hot Dog Costanza, which is honestly the only reason that I want to watch that is because of playing the board game where I got to play Hot Dog Costanza, and I was like, there has to be a Seinfeld pair. Like this has to be like a thing. Like this is
Battlestar Cramerica.
right. Like what year does Battlestar Galactica take place in?
Oh shit, I don't even.
Is it way early or is it way in the past or way in the future?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. Do they do a season in the 60s?
It's one big cycle where humanity fails itself over and over again. Because we can't help but be fucking lazy and rely on robots.
I mean, sign me up. I mean, look, as long as we're going to come back, as long as it's cyclical, fine, do it. We'll rise again.
That's fine. Just make robots do more. Robots gain intelligence. Robots look like humans. We fuck the robots. Come together with the robots. The cycle starts all over again.
You better believe we're fucking the robots.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, talk about that is a very high degree of lazy, where it's just like, I can't be bothered. I'm just gonna fuck this robot.
Well, that's part of the reason the horrible work culture in Japan driving down its population, and work culture is so intense that like most of the people of working age are just like, fuck it, man. I'm fucking tired. I'll just play a dating sim and jerk off and go to bed so I can go back to work in the morning and do it all over again for 18 hours.
I mean, some of that sounded good, except for the going to work again for 18 hours.
Because watching I watched a day in the life of a salaryman in Japan. And it was just like,
is this like a documentary or?
There's a series on YouTube that just like a day in the life of, and then somebody in everyday Japan, like a day in the life of a high class sushi chef, day in the life of a salaryman. Like,
so what's it
it's
like?
It's an interesting series. Awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Awful.
It's pretty bad.
It's like, to save money, Hiro lives with his parents and his sister and his brother and his wife and their children. And he gets up at 5 a.m.
Well, they did that on Full House.
Yeah,
that's
true.
They got a dog too.
And he takes like 4 commuter trains to go to work, where he works at like some place that sells like SIM cards. And he does that for like 16 hours.
No.
And then he goes home and he does some more work because he has to check more emails when he gets home. And he goes to bed and he does it all over again. That's just what he does.
Like,
that's why, like, what Japan is the only place in the world that has like literal death by overworking. And then, of course, the suicide rate is super high. Like, their work culture is incredibly toxic.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like it.
No, I can do that. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey, man, what are you doing? Selling SIM cards for 16 hours?
Because it's just like you don't want to look bad in front of your boss, so everybody just works themselves to death. And the boss is also like, I'm the boss, so I better work myself to death.
Yeah, but you think all it takes is one.
And I say that laughing. We're all dead. The birth rate's super low, and we're all killing ourselves.
So what's the breakdown? Now we're getting into like territory where I'm sure like I definitely don't know, but what's the breakdown? Like, what's the percentage of salarymen in Japan? Like,
yeah, I'm
versus,
not sure. And I know pretty much once you sign on, like you're there for life. Like, people don't career hop like they do here.
Yeah.
Like, you sign on with a company, and all right, let's see you in 40 years when you retire from this one company. Otherwise, if you quit, try to go somewhere else, it's like, oh, he's not loyal. He's not loyal.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I mean, from the way, I don't know for sure, but I mean, I remember talking to my grandparents when I was a kid. I mean, it seemed like that's kind of how it used to be here, where it's like, yeah, I got to pick a good job out of school, or, when I drop out, and, because that's where I'm going to be. I want that pension, I want that.
Those things that hardly exist anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those. So, yeah, that sounds good. I mean, not the whole working yourself to death thing, but it sounded like a interesting watch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm assuming the money's not good.
I mean, he's still with his parents, so yeah.
That's why I would assume.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just, I don't know. Why do it then?
Yeah, because I don't know.
Is
I
this
mean,
the culture?
for when I talked to Shake, you
Yeah.
know,
Who
because
was in
Shake is
Japan.
some sort of like a headhunter for their healthcare system. And,
Hey
yeah,
man, hey dog, want to work yourself to death? All right, sweet.
I do believe he works like 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I was just saying, like, he's trying to get the people to work themselves to death.
yeah, come on, dude.
Right, yeah.
You'll live a little longer.
Yeah.
I promise. A little longer.
Oh, I boiled a 72-pin connector from my NES. That was fun.
Intentionally?
Yeah. Because I was like, I watched a YouTube video where a guy did it, and I was like, I'm going to do that.
Did it work?
It worked fine before. So
Did it work better now?
it worked. It still worked. That's what I told Nikki as I was doing it. I was like, I'm not going to be able to tell this works or not because it already works just fine. Dunk.
You just wanted to see?
Just wanted to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, just wanted to clean it. Yeah, I cleaned the NES out like completely.
Yeah.
Because I eventually want to get that RGB mod on it, even though, like, man, it's really fucking tough right now. Like for like any of that kind of shit, because like just between like I don't know. I'm assuming a lot of it's just COVID stuff, right? Where it's like, and a lot of this is very boutique anyway, right? I mean, where it's like, you know, this isn't like a popular need. You know, the demand on this is very niche, right?
Yeah.
So because of that, I just feel like, and I don't know what it was like beforehand, but right now it feels like it's very tough to get anything done. Because I haven't heard back from Voltar, who I was talking about like last week for the SNES Junior. So I might just buy the mod and like I might try to do it myself, or I might hit up Ryan and see if he can do it.
I mean, Brian.
And just pay him to do it.
Yeah, Brian, help Wiley. Hell.
So yeah, I mean, so I don't know. It's just one of those where it's like, damn, dude, because like Grim was telling me that he has a friend, a buddy who sent Voltar an NES to mod. I think he said 52 days ago, and it's like there's no ETA, there's no nothing. So, and this is allegedly, allegedly, because I mean, so when I heard that, I was like, I haven't heard from him in a week since I placed this order, and I haven't paid yet. And I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna pay. I don't think I'm gonna send it.
Yeah, if someone's waiting 52 days, I would look elsewhere. Yeah.
Well, especially when the site says it's like 7 to 14 days. So it's like there's a flag there, you know,
Yeah.
or it's like maybe if it's gonna be longer, that's cool, but like update the site, right?
Yep.
And also, like Grim said, that his buddy's been like emailing him, and like he hasn't been good about emailing him back and stuff like that. And so
Fine. Nah, I'm gonna keep it. Thanks.
I doubt that's the case.
I gave it COVID. Gotta keep it.
I doubt that's the case, because it's like, even like we were talking about it on, you know, in Twitch chat last night, and it's like, who knows like how his life is affected right now, you know?
Very true.
Who knows?
Very, very true. You don't know what's going on.
And I'm sure that, I mean, totally. But still, it's like, I don't know if I want to wait that long, you know, because I know mine's going to be in queue, right? It's going to be after the NES that's been there for 52 days.
And that's just if he only has you and
right.
friend
just
in the
those
queue.
two, which is totally not the case. There's another site called Retro Fixes that offers it, that service, and they did they've updated their site to say, yo, shit's crazy because of COVID. Don't expect your shit back. Like it's gonna be
the
like
post
a month.
office is half dead.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a minute.
yeah, it's gonna
Wait until after the election and we'll see.
give us a second. So, I mean, you know, all things considered, not the worst thing in the world, right? You know what I mean?
It's pretty bad, man.
You know what I mean? I want to buy things and I can't buy things.
What are they doing? They're fucking cutting their heads off today.
So-
Okay, well, shit.
So, I mean, whatever, right? It's all bullshit, but still, it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's nice to, I think we can all agree that it's nice to distract ourselves from the living horror.
Yeah. Because life is a fucking nightmare.
I've also been playing Battletoads for the Genesis. I don't know if I brought that up.
Oh, no, you have not.
For a couple weeks, not like straight, but like, you know, off and on. And it's like, I'm making progress. I can't beat that fucking game
I play
yet.
Battletoads.
I like
Battletoads intermittently.
Yes, yeah, totally. So yeah, I'm not fluent in Battletoads yet. Yeah,
I mean, I hear it's super fucking hard.
I'm a level 1 learner.
So I don't think I've never played on the Genesis. I've only played, of course, the original on NES. That was fucking super hard. And I played a little bit of Battletoads Double Dragon with Carpenter at the
cabin.
At the cabin, yeah.
I haven't played any other Battletoads game other than like playing Battletoads on the Genesis has been like, oh, it's like a first time I've played a Battletoads game like outside of the NES version, which we beat with a Game Genie when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's how you gotta.
Yeah.
It looks real fucking hard.
I'm working on it though. Maybe one day I'll beat the Genesis version, which is like identical, but like if I got it like when it came out, I'd probably be like, this Genesis game looks like shit. But like because I played the NES version, which looks really good on the NES.
It's one of the better looking
looks
NES
really,
games.
really good. So let me just get in front of that.
Yeah.
But playing it on the Genesis is like, oh yeah, this is a nicer experience. Yeah, this it looks nicer.
The quality of life is much better.
Yeah, a little less flicker, that kind of stuff, you know. So yeah. Been doing that.
Well, you want to talk about another game that we've been playing?
Not really, unless you're.
No.
I mean, are you talking about Bronkie, the Bronchiasaurus?
Bronkie, the Bronchiasaurus.
Which I don't have anything really to say about, other than I don't like it.
Thanks everybody for listening.
I mean, we got a solid 40 there.
We do. It's a solid 40.
I'm hungry.
We got a type 40 of nonsense.
Yeah. I'm horny. I'm hungry. Let's fucking call it.
Hungry. Because it really won't take us very long to talk about Bronkie.
It could. It could.
Maybe if we wanted it to.
If we wanted it to.
We don't really want it to, though.
I mean,
it's not like a little bit.
I do feel a little honor bound to talk about it. A little honor bound.
Death, light as a feather.
Yeah.
Our duty to talk about Bronkie, heavy as a mountain.
So Bronkie,
part of the Health Hero series. But anyway, you hear that, Dave?
I do hear that. It sounds like it sounds like that goldfish that's in the glass that the water keeps getting lower and lower. Do you remember that commercial? That it was an asthma commercial, and it is like, yeah. Well, I mean, like it does its job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it does its job.
That
to be
scene
like,
in the first Deadpool where he's inside the oxygen chamber.
Right? No, man. Oh, dude, this commercial is fucking like it's still in my brain because it's like that poor fucking fish, and then I'm like, oh, that fish represents a human. Of course, I hear that gasping fish, which ushers in a segment.
What TV show am I thinking of? I'm sorry, I interrupted you at your prime moment.
Yeah, okay. It's fine.
The show that had a pair of shoes, platform shoes that had goldfish in the heel.
That was just a thing.
I remember like somebody had it and just like the goldfish were always dead in it. In some sitcom, but I can't remember what it was.
I feel like that joke has been made
probably in a lot of shit.
I think Disco Stew. I think Disco Stew's goldfish were dead, right?
Maybe I'm thinking of The Simpsons.
I mean,
then.
there is no doubt that The Simpsons did it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, because they have done everything. There's a whole South Park episode on it, which is old, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Which even reminds me of I saw a post in Tadpog Nation of like, how old were you when you realized that Richie Rich or that Casper is just Richie Rich?
Yeah.
And I think it was Ross Rachel Green's wife posted the pic from The Simpsons where Lisa's like talking about it. And it's like, God damn, man, The Simpsons really have fucking done it.
Yep.
Of course I hear that. Gasping fish and that rich ass motherfucker dying a slow and painful death, turning into the lovable friendly ghost, which ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave reads some Wikipedia. It's a new site.
Yeah.
Just Wikipedia, just for Ricks.
Just for Ricks.
Yeah. And you know what? It's fine. You can just lie about it. It's like when you were like go to a site when you were a teenager.
Am I 18?
How old are you?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm 18. Click. Are
your name Rick?
Yeah. Are you Rick? Hi. Welcome to Wikipedia. Are you Rick? Yes. All right, dude. We're gonna need you to pick out 4 traffic lights. Click, 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 click. Welcome, Rick.
You're clearly not a Rick. Fail, boots.
Ricks on average get 2 out of 4 traffic lights. Okay, guys, Bronkie, the Bronchiasaurus.
You didn't activate your Rickagon. It's like the Sharingan, but only for Ricks.
Tricky Rick. Bronkie, we have done a segment on this show where it's like, how many Ricks can we name?
Yeah, we did.
And what's weird is I remember that, but I don't remember why we did that.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Bronkie, the Bronchiasaurus, is an educational platform video game developed by American studio WaveQuest and published by Raya Systems for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It is part of educational video game series from Raya that includes Captain Novolin, Rex Ronan, Experimental Surgeon, and Packy and Marlin.
That's the only one we got left now.
Packy was my favorite Wayans brother. I don't know about you. So that's it. That was Bronkie. It's a game. It happened, and I don't like it at all.
Yeah, it is. It's a boring ass platformer.
Boring ass platformer should be on the back of the box.
Yeah,
because it is. That is my biggest complaint about it. Is that it is a.
It's playable.
It is a game, and it is very boring. Like, I like Rex Ronan better than this game. I think that Bronkie is a better video game. I think it looks better because I think the graphics in Bronkie, like, they're like, when I saw it, aside from the title screen, but like when I saw like the gameplay, I was like, okay, this looks
like a traditional SNES platformer,
right? Or even kind of closer to an NES platformer because like the sprites are kind of small, you know, like I felt like it was what it reminded me of immediately was Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, because it's like, I feel like the sprites are kind of like the same size and they move about the same speed.
And Bronkie does look a little bit like Plucky Duck.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Let me sell you on this though. See if this sweets the pot.
All right. Let me try it on.
All right. So, Super Mario Brothers.
Okay. Wait, which?
Well, one. Okay, let's start talking about the event we all know.
Bronkie Battle Royale?
Bronkie Royale. So the asteroid that hit Earth killed all the dinosaurs.
Oh, you're talking about the story of this game.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, or just that asteroid.
Or pretty much, we all know what really happened. The asteroid hit, split reality 2 different ways. One where humans took over, one where dinosaurs took over.
Yeah, I've seen dinosaurs. ABC's Dinosaurs.
Well, that's part of it.
Okay.
So I think really...
Sinclair!
So if we're looking at the full dino reality timeline...
Which we always need to. We do need to keep that in mind.
It starts with Bronkie. Because asteroid hits, smoke flies in the air, they all get asthma. But, so they survive. They eventually turn into dinosaurs. ABC's Dinosaurs.
Right, okay.
That keeps going. That becomes Dino Hatton in the Mario Brothers movie. That's their steampunk.
Okay, that's their dystopian. That's the dystopian future.
This is all the dino reality timeline.
Yeah. Bronkie laid the foundation of.
Bronkie Foundation. Right, exactly.
Okay. So, Mr. Rexo was trying to do the world a favor when he...
Not Dr. Rexo for Metalocalypse.
No, not Dr. Wow. Wow. I hadn't thought about that. Mr. Rexo... here's this.
I don't have asthma. I love cocaine.
Here's the story about Bronkie, if you'll indulge me, so that we can all be on the same page. This is straight from the game, which, I'll be honest with you, not poorly written. Years ago, meteors struck San Sorian. Explosions filled the air with thick and filthy dust. Filthiest dust. Oh, man. Fucking naughty ass dust.
Naughty, filthy dust. Just getting all your cracks and crevices.
You fucking bad dust. So the mighty wind machine was made to clear the air so everyone could breathe. Sounds like a good idea.
An epic mighty HEPA filter.
Right. Yes. Which it looks like a giant purple obelisk.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looked like in Star Fox 2, those like stations that you like had to fly into. Like, it looked like one of those. But it's not.
It's a Borg cube.
Yeah. it's a.
Do you like that, John and Ian? Wherever you are, do you like that?
Then Mr. Rexo stole the machine, hid its pieces all over Sansarion, and forced other dinosaurs to protect the pieces. I don't know why Mr. Rexo would do this.
Sounds like he's an asshole Tyrannosaurus. He's a Tyrantosaurus.
He's a real fucking tyrant, this guy. But, like, doesn't he need to breathe? What's his fucking solution?
Little arms.
What's that have to do? Like, was that like lower lung capacity or something? You got like, you don't need as good circulation?
Sure.
Okay. Now the dust is coming back. He dismantled the machines.
Man.
The dust is coming back. And I don't know what Mr. Rexo's doing, because it's like clearly he owns the city, because the city is just full of his diners. Like, what is this restaurateur like doing? Where it's like, I'm gonna take this machine apart and give it to. I'm gonna force these other dinosaurs. Here, I got payroll to do. You need to hold on to this fucking machine.
Sit in the diner window, smoke your cigarettes, throw out your dirty sacks of flour.
So the dust is coming
Those
back.
are all objects in the game you have to worry about, by the way.
We can segue right into that if you want. So the object of, the narrative continues. Help Bronkie and Trachea find the lost machine pieces, but don't forget to manage their asthma along the way. It's important.
It is. If you want to be able to see what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
I think is the stupidest thing in the game.
It is stupid for the game. It's an interesting mechanic, though. You're talking about where if you interact with an object in the game that affects your asthma,
or sustain any form of damage, anything
the screen gets darker,
darker and darker,
darker and darker. Much like our timelines.
Yep.
If only the dinosaurs had won, Tyler. If only the dinosaurs had won.
Man, if we were only in Dino Hatton right now.
I think it's a cool mechanic. Like, it's a cool idea. It's a thing that video games now do, where it's like, we want to show you a way that you're injured without like having it on the HUD, right? So, like, games you'll play where it's like, oh, there's blood on the side of my screen. Like, so it's a neat idea. But you have to be able to see the game in order to play it is the problem.
Yeah, I'd like to see that they like just started breathing heavier or having a harder time as opposed to the whole screen just getting darker.
Right. What if they slow down?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what if they slow down? Like to 30%, right? Like, then that's a little bit better. Then
they stop and it just says you're over encumbered over and over and over
right.
again.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. But you can treat your asthma. When things are getting dark, you can treat your asthma by pressing the select button. And then your asthma menu shows up where you can do many different things. You can test your peak flow, which I didn't really honestly know a lot about asthma. So did this game teach me things about asthma? Yes.
Hey,
it did.
They won.
They did. Yeah, the game did it. I mean, the game taught me.
Yeah.
I knew
30 years later.
Yeah.
Still teaching lessons.
Yeah.
Old man still taking me to school.
I know, right?
Tony Stark.
So in the asthma management menu, when things are getting dark and it's hard to play the game, you test your peak flow, which they do have a nice little animation of the dinosaur of
smoking a bowl.
Bronkie totally smoking a bowl. Like, absolutely smoking a bowl. Like, that is...
It seems on purpose.
Why? Because he winks at the end?
Yeah. It really seems like he looks like he's more mellowed out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even in the scene when they're telling the story and they're talking about the filthy air, like, there is a still sprite of Bronkie inhaling this filthy air and his eyes are rolling up in the back of his head. Like you'd think like maybe they were going for, oh no, Bronkie's dying, but it looks more like Bronkie's just having a good time. Why don't you get off Bronkie's back? Bronkie sells SIM cards 16 hours a day. Fucking give him a break.
Give him a break.
You know, the drug culture I hear is like in Japan as well. Like thinking about drugs now and thinking about what you said earlier with like the salary man, like the work culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the way I understand it in Japan, like drugs are like very, very,
very taboo.
Yeah, where it's like nope, no drugs. So it's like, so what are the? I mean, like what? That doesn't sound like a good. You know what? Like, how do people blow off steam? Seriously, how do people blow off steam?
I think there are all those like very miniature bars around where you go and sit in the little bit bars that are like 3 or 4 people all around like Tokyo. Yeah, I think a lot of people just really drink. That's why they have beer and all their vending machines all over.
Yeah.
You didn't have time to date. Get right to the weird stuff. Use panty vending machine. You know, whatever.
I mean, might as well.
Yeah.
Who do you think fills those machines up? Is it like the same guy who puts the lays in the like, or is it a different guy? Like, is it like your job is to put the panties in the panty machines? And it's like,
I wonder if it's just like a general I'm a vendist.
Right.
Just go around loading all the vending machines.
I got my beer. I got my sack of beer. I got my sack of panties. I've got my sack of Monster energy drink.
No, they don't sell that there, Dave. Remember? They don't sell that there.
I got to load up all these machines. That would be, how about that for a video game? It's like Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but you're instead of killing
But it's about
zombies,
logistically loading vending machines.
It's like Overcooked.
And you have to fight off all the suicidal salarymen trying to come in there and grab your panties.
Right. We got here from, it totally looks like Bronkie's smoking a bowl, where they're telling you how to use an asthma inhaler. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's even, I don't know how someone holds an asthma inhaler, but like, he's not holding it upright. Like I see like in like shows and movies, you know, where it's like, I need my inhaler and it's like upright. He's holding it like at an angle, like you would hold a pipe. Like it looks like a pipe.
Yep.
Which I mean,
it's a miniature bong.
Which I mean is
because you see it fill with smoke whenever he like takes a draw.
Yeah,
and then he inhales the smoke that's in the little capsule.
Yeah, and then he exhales, and then he smiles and winks at the camera.
Pollution. Oink.
Man, I can't wait for some filthy air.
Man, this is fucking called Captain Planet, man. It's fucking good shit.
What would dinosaurs name their strains of marijuana?
Oh. Human bones.
Yeah.
You tried this mammal flesh?
Let's see. So, right. I learned about asthma. Now I know how I can use an asthma inhaler if I ever need to. Mm-hmm. Also know if I ever need to smoke a bowl, this game taught me how to do it. So you can on that menu, you can when your vision gets low and it's getting too dark to see and you're knocking on heaven's door, you can open this menu, test your peak flow, and it'll essentially show you like a meter. And it's like if you're not doing so hot, you're going to be in the red. If you're doing okay, it's going to be like yellow or green. So essentially the asthma meter is like another health bar. You have 2 health bars. The other one is your health bar.
Which is pretty substantial. I think it takes like 15 hits to kill you.
Yeah.
So it's not meant to be a super hard game.
No, I don't feel like the game was challenging. And that might be one of the problems because it like really, and to compare it to Rex Ronin, there are moments in Rex Ronin where it's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this game.
Yeah.
Bronkie was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this game, and it's because it's super unenjoyable. Mm-hmm. And when I finish a level and it shows me how many levels are left, it's like, oh God, I wish you hadn't shown me.
Levels.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so we'll get back to the asthma meter, but like, what I don't like about this game is, and what makes it feel so slow, the pacing is so fucked up because it's like you will play a level. there are like 3 levels per world. Or 3 stages per level, however you want to call it. And it's like, but that, which is fine, I guess, as long as those 3 levels are different. And they're not. They're the same fucking thing. They're the same backgrounds. Like in this, the first level is a city. It's just called City. And
basically the Flintstones.
It is. They all got those like Flintstone like curtains where it's like, you know, those fucking like black triangles on their curtains and shit. And it's like all of the, it's the Flintstones. Like there's no, you look at it and it's like, I wonder where the inspiration for this city was. Was it Chairstone? So they're and then you do it 3 times, and it's the same backgrounds. It's Mr. Rexo's diner you see 4 times. It's the same enemies that you're trying to avoid or hit with a frying pan. I don't know what the fuck that weapon is.
I don't know if it was like a purse you're swinging or a broom.
It almost looks like the fucking, like, you ever see like one of those like Civil War syringes, you know, where it's like, we don't know what we're doing yet. This is a huge thing. Like, I don't know what it is. But you swing it at enemies and you hit them. You can also use your dino breath and like breathe real hard.
Which seems silly.
It does seem silly.
But you collect lung power-ups.
You do collect lungs in order to do that. Every time you breathe heavily, you lose a pair of lungs, which is medically proven. So just please, if you're listening, please be careful.
Be very careful.
Yeah, how hard you breathe. Warn your sexual partner. I might lose my lungs during this, so if I do, my apologies.
What's also bad, you mentioned how many worlds and how many levels.
Yeah.
No passwords.
Yeah, if you want to
no
beat
checkpoints.
You gotta sit there
all in one setting
and beat it.
And then is it like, so you unlock, because I remember watching you play it and like different things you unlock as you go, and the last one was call for help.
Yes. Okay. I'm glad you brought that up, because this goes back to the asthma management menu that I was talking about, where you check your test peak flow. If you have things, some of those like menu items, some of the menu items will light up and you can use them. Those menu items are use inhaler, which will refill your asthma meter. You can use a sick day plan, which, as far as I know, also refills your asthma meter, or you can call for help. Call for help restarts the level. So they don't tell you this. So I called for help, and it's like, God, I gotta like do this again. I have to do this level again.
Yep.
And you can't even use those unless you got like you can't go into the menu and use an inhaler unless you have an inhaler, which you find these items throughout like the level. You find a prescription, you can find the inhaler, and then you can find a yellow circle. I do not know what the yellow circle does, but it's a thing that you can find.
Hell yeah, yellow circle.
No idea what it's still to
Bronkie,
this.
have you seen the yellow sign?
Oh, and good luck figuring it out.
It has to help. It has to help Bronkie.
Bronkie is the chosen one. It's hard to figure out this game. It would have made a difference, I feel like, if I could have found the instruction manual. There were no cheats online that we could find. There were no like facts online that we could find. Like it was just straight up like, I guess could have watched a YouTube video. You know what I mean? Like see how someone gets through it. And I did watch a few after the fact.
Even that, I could only find like 3.
Yeah.
They were just like, everyone played it like 5 minutes. Like, yep, that's the game.
Well, I watched a guy do a long play, and it's like he got through it, but like didn't know what he was doing. And it's like, which I get, because it's like, how the fuck would you know unless you have the instruction manual?
This game's very expensive.
Yeah, it's a rare boy. Yeah, it's a rare one. For sure.
They didn't sell it in stores. Like doctors could give you a copy, or you had to order it from a magazine.
Yeah, it was published by a medical equipment company. Like that's like there's a sign, right, that it's probably going to have a limited run.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very rare. I don't know if it's the most expensive Super Nintendo game, but it's on that list.
Yeah.
It is. It is on that list. Would you like to take a guess since we're talking about it? How much do you think this game is loose?
Because just what I heard was like around $100.
Actual retail value of this game, Bronkie, the Bronchiasaurus, loose for the Super Nintendo, on average, according to price charting, at the time of this recording, is $200, $211. Wow. $200 at 11. That's how I talk, man. $211.
Man, and that's just a loose copy.
That's a loose copy. If you'd like a new copy of the game, which I mean, honestly, like when you kind of look at it, it's like, okay, so loose 211, complete $245.
If you're spending that much, you might as well get it complete.
You might as well throw in like $34.
Yep.
And like get the instruction manual and the box. You can get it new for $376. Not as much as a PlayStation.
No, you're right. You're right.
It gives you just the same amount of entertainment.
Pick which one you want.
Right. I feel like this is a trap. The levels, which I only played to the lake, and I stopped playing at the lake. The lake is the second level. There's a stage in the lake where you have to jump on lily pads. If you miss the lily pads and fall in the water,
dead.
You die. And it's like, okay, games do this. This is fine. But the lily pads didn't spawn sometimes, and that was a problem. And I don't know why they didn't spawn. And I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like, I guess
help.
I guess I call for help. Oh, I don't have the items to call for help, which I don't know what those items are.
Which also, all the conditions have to be right for you to call for help if you're in trouble.
Right.
Great message.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, kids, don't forget, no one wants to help you unless you have something for them.
Do you have the yellow circle? Don't.
Is that what
scream.
it is? Is it coin?
I bet it is. Yeah.
Are they like, get used to the health system, okay?
Yeah, give us a yellow coin if you want to.
You don't have a fucking yellow circle? Tough shit. All right. What, do you want us to heal you for free? Or is it fucking radical?
What is it? What do you think this is? Most of the civilized world? Fuck you.
So yeah, I stopped playing there because it was like, well, this game has fucked me twice.
Yep.
And it's very boring and very samey and slow and not fun. And I look, I'm not saying I want to bring back Rex Ronan because I feel like it makes sense. Different developers, of course, but the same publisher. Rex Ronan is not a good game, but Rex Ronan, I feel like it was paced a lot better.
It was more interesting.
It was more interesting, exactly, and varied. That's a very good way of putting it. Yeah, this game, Bronkie, is not varied at all.
I know.
You can choose to play as Bronkie or Trachea.
Mm-hmm. You like green or you like purple?
Right.
Long necks or three horns?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Which one do you want? And also there is a 2-player mode, which I think is interesting, and probably another reason that it made me think of Rescue Rangers. But you play as their partners, which I feel like they leaned real heavy into the name Bronkie and Trachea, because like bronchial tubes and like trachea, that all like makes sense. Do you know the names of their partners?
Lung.
That's a good guess. What would the other one be?
Sack.
A sack?
Sack.
Like a why a sack?
Bacilli sack or
like a yeah. One of them's name is Kyla.
Yeah, you're Kyla Sack.
And I believe the other one's name is Sam.
Sam Sack.
Sam Sack.
You mad? Put her in a Sam Sack.
It's like they...
Old Pokey Joe here, put her in a Sam Sack.
It's like they gave up or something. I don't know. Or they were like, I guess the little brother's
What are their names for parts? Are there any? Circle and tube. We can't use those.
I mean, it could literally be nostril, or like anything. Like, I know it's not a name, but neither is Bronkie. Neither is
Simon Sinuses.
Right? Trachey's not a name either, guys. It's like, I feel like you could
Throaty.
Yeah. Man, yeah. Got to be careful because, like,
That daily thing in the back of my throat.
we don't want to step on Boogerman's territory.
That's true.
Not to say you get into the mucus areas, but better not. Diaphragm. Someone could have been Dia.
There you go.
Dia the fucking dinosaur.
Fran the diaphragm.
Probably has absolutely nothing to do with asthma, but still,
it's fine.
It has more to do with than Sam. So your health bar that depletes when you're hit by enemies, they're represented by eggs, and the eggs just kind of get shorter and shorter as you take hits, which I thought is kind of interesting, but also very weird because it's like, why are they eggs? Are you reborn? Like when you die?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is it like, I'm from Brockie's litter?
Dino
I'm Bronkie
Carnation.
too.
I'm Bronkie 34.
We got it this time. I'm sure those lily pads will spawn this time.
We're your courage against asthma. We all die and you're dead.
I want the ROM hack of Earthbound where the Birdmen are taken out and replaced by Brockies. We're your circulatory or respiratory system. Yeah, circulatory is blood. Oops. You know how I said this game taught me
We're
things?
your endocrine system. Shit.
Oh, look, man, cut us a break. We've been smoking some filthy air. We're doing the best we can.
Man, the filthy air in Madison's the fucking best, bro.
It is. It is. Not as good as Dark
You
Side.
go touch that tentacle and you go into the colored water area. There's a fucking kraken and a fucking gold statue. And I heard a rumor there's a bat down there. But it's wrong. Tyler's going to spend so many hours of his life. And it's wrong.
Like another thing this game, like, I feel like is a letdown is because you're totally right when you say that, like, it's not varied. Which is a real shame because, like, your movement is varied because it's like you can walk, you can jump, you can climb things, and you can also brachiate. You can.
It's a good feat.
Yeah,
it's a good feat.
It's not a good feat at all, but you can.
Hey,
do
if
it.
you're in a treetop game, it's a good feat.
For everyone unfamiliar, in D&D 3.5, there's a feat that allows you to brachiate.
Yep.
Which allows you to move from limb to limb using your hands like a monkey would.
Yep. Extraordinarily situational, and you don't get a whole lot of feats.
There needs to be a D&D game where, like, it's you get a list of feats to pick from, and it's just those kinds of feats. And, like, the object of the game is the players just try to shoehorn these feats in, like, any time they can. Where it's like, we gotta go fight the boss. There's a jungle gym. Brachiate.
I'll build a jungle gym and trap him inside it.
You have your wizard, like, making a forced jungle gym.
On Luke's spherical jungle gym.
I'm a conjurer. Let's see. There is a news stone that you see in between levels, which shows you. It's called the Daily Meds. Again, Daily Meds
With Stone Phillips. Yeah.
and it tells you the news. The news is pretty much the same every time. And that news is how to use an asthma inhaler. But it really sticks in there, gets in your brain. There is a boss fight at the end of each world. There is a guy named Tank at the end of the city, who's an Ankylosaurus. At the end of the lake.
Well, I thought it was a blue armadillo.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, Ankylosaurus is like proto-armadillo, pretty much. Yeah.
Protodillo.
And, like, he pretty much can kill you in one hit with his tail. So that's cool.
Accurate.
The boss of the lake stage or the lake level is Stego. Can you guess what he is?
I was trying to think of a good rhyme. He's a pregnant stepmother.
Stego. You're not my real mom, Stego. He is a Stegosaurus.
Oh.
Dressed like.
With a thagomizer?
I'm sorry.
A thagomizer?
A thagomizer.
It's a far side where they call the thing at the end of a stegosaurus's tail.
Oh, yeah.
Thagomizer.
Wow.
Then I think after that was published, they literally called it that afterwards.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The Far Side's back.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's back.
In
it's
POG
back.
form?
In web form, so might as well.
Okay.
POG form. Yeah, it's back.
That's awesome.
No, the Stegosaurus is dressed like Donald Duck. He's dressed as a sailor, and you fight him on top of a submarine.
All right.
Which I do think that's neat. That's honestly
A submariner.
Son of a submariner. That is probably the most interesting looking boss fight because it takes place on top of a submarine.
Let's say a sailor stegosaurus on a submarine.
Sailor Stegosaurus on a submarine selling seashells by the seashore.
Sailorsaurus, a submariner Sailosaurus.
Sailorasaurus. That's like in the alternate timeline where the dinosaurs win. They didn't get Sailor Moon; they get Sailorasaurus. The next area.
Teen dinosaurs with big tits that are transforming. They do circular dances.
Help, Stego! I'm stuck. The next area is
Stego Jupiter's fucking jam, dog.
Come on, man. Stego Mars.
Stego Mars.
Come on. Let's be real. Stego Mars or GTFO.
I prefer my Sailor Scouts, Raphael.
Right? Yeah. What Ninja Turtle flavor would you like your Sailor Scout? Raphael and hot, please. You got it.
Yep.
Would I like Donatello Sailor if Donatello Sailor looked like Raphael Sailor?
Sailor Mercury.
I don't know. Probably. Dave, at what point does the personality come into play in your anime sexual fantasy? Very late.
I believe I established preference very early on.
That's a tough parallel to do because there are only 4 turtles. You got to go into like the extended Turtles universe to like pair them up with each scout, right?
Yeah.
Like what?
We would need Chandra to do this properly.
I know, because I can't even name you all of the Sailor Scouts. I just know Mars because it's like, that's the one. That's the one for me.
I also Moon.
Yeah. Well, okay. But it was like Sailor Mars, job done.
Well, I think Sailor Mercury's the brainy one. So
Blue hair?
So Donatello, yeah.
Yeah. So, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Shit. We're okay.
We can do it?
All right.
Those are the only 2 I really got. I guess Leonardo is Sailor
Moon. Right.
Yeah, gonna be the leader.
We know Raphael.
Who's the party sailor?
Party sailor.
Which sailor just like fucking constantly eating, I don't know, edamame and
Sailor Moon again?
You're right. Maybe Sailor Moon is Michelangelo.
Yeah, maybe Sailor Moon is Michelangelo.
And then like the serious one, like
Tuxedo Mask is April O'Neil. That's an easy one.
Yep, you're right. Yep. Maybe one of the more serious ones, like Sailor Saturn, would be like Leonardo.
You've already surpassed.
I'm kind of
me
reaching
at this point. No.
Sailor Jupiter. Sailor Jupiter's long brown hair.
She has a lot of moons.
She does. So many goddamn moons.
I'm Sailor Asteroid Belt.
I have 62 personalities.
I haven't watched a lot of Sailor Moon.
It was, I do believe it was the first anime I ever watched.
Yeah,
back in the
you're
day.
definitely not alone.
Yeah.
Like I remember watching it and, just not getting past the point where it's like, all right, which one? Which one is waifu? That wasn't even a term at the like that wasn't even like a term. And like proto weeb, like it's just like, I don't know, man.
Which one kind of gets me going?
Right. They got the boom animatics that make me think the wrong things.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No one said it quite like Harvey Danger.
I think that was Bare Naked Ladies.
It was Bare Naked Ladies?
I think so. I don't even know if I got the lyric right.
I mean, I don't even know what.
I think that's 1 week.
Is it 1 week?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's 1 week.
All right.
Yeah.
Flagpole Sitta is another one that all kind of
that's a Harvey Danger
go in together.
And that's a good song. I'll defend Flagpole Sitta.
This is the hill I'm going to die on.
I mean,
I'm gonna sit upon this hill.
Look, if I can tell you how many times Chris Black and I have talked about how good that song is, I can call him right now. We can get him on. He can confirm it's good. He's a musician. He'll vouch for it.
He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. I'll also ask him which one of the Sailor Scouts was his favorite. And he will ask what the fuck I am talking about.
What kind of Canadian horse shit's that, brother?
So wait, which Sailor Scout was the chibi one with the pink hair?
It's her. It's the daughter of Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask. I can't remember her name though.
So Michelangelo and April O'Neil, if they fuck, they make Krang.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, remember that weird Oprah episode where they're like, "Hey, do you like April? I've always been trying to talk her into a cross-species dating relationship."
Cut to all the kids just like cringing. Yeah, I love that video, man. And it's so just like, how long did that guy have his job after that?
The rest of that show. That's about it.
It's like, Bob, what happened? Why'd you lose your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles job?
Bob, I've told you for the last fucking time. You quit. You quit saying interspecies relationship and looking at my wife.
This, you know what this means? It's a write-up.
At this level, it's a written.
Yeah.
Next one's your final. One for that's your job.
You say interspecies
Now we're going on Sally,
relationship.
Jesse, and Donahue, so you could pull this off. You don't fucking do it.
You say interspecies relationship 2 more times, and you're out of here. The next boss and Bronkie the Bronchiasaurus in the jungle area is a guy named Rhino, and he is a rhino with boxing gloves. That's pretty much it.
All right.
That's pretty much it. The next level, next area, the sky. Not the sky, just sky.
Just Sky. Skid City.
Just sky. The boss is named P-Head, and he is a purple Apatosaurus. He's the one you see in the intro where he's holding a piece of the machine that Mr. Rexo gave him. So everybody keeping track of the lore at home.
You gotta write it down.
Yeah.
You gotta know.
For again,
There's a test later.
That was P-Head.
P-Head.
The next boss of the next area canyon is Scruff,
Scruff.
the mammoth.
McGruff. Chicago, Illinois.
What's the number?
658.
Scruff.
McGruff. Chicago, Illinois. We've done this.
Who would win in a fight? Scruff, McGruff. Who would solve a crime faster?
Okay.
Scruff, McGruff, or Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo. I was going to think you were going to say
Slylock Fox.
Well,
Slylock Fox.
clearly is in a whole nother league.
yeah.
He's a fox.
Who's friends with a mouse. It's crazy.
He does puzzles every Sunday.
He does more puzzles.
I will never forget this. Okay, I have a
Slylock Fox.
that is like burned into my memory. And I don't know why this is the one that stuck with me, but it was one of those where it was like the mystery was someone was inside a house at nighttime and the light was on in their house and someone outside looked in. And it's like, oh wait, I'm sorry. It was the other way around.
Yeah.
Filthy air. Filthy air. The moral of the
It's like
story
that
is...
time I told that really long story about my blind aunt, and at the end went, oops, I mean she's deaf.
I love how it's like, it's burned in my memory. Gets it wrong immediately. Immediately. So what's really burned in my mind is one time I read a
Slylock Fox.
But I remember that was the time where it locked in, where it's like, oh, people just can't see through all the windows. There has to be a light on inside. How about that? Now I can masturbate as long as the lights are off. I can do it with the windows open.
No one can see me.
But they can hear me.
Yeah. I damage myself so the light gets really low and I can masturbate.
I don't see anything, but someone's moaning Sailor Mars. Please stop. And the final two bosses are in the cave. You fight Secretary, who I'm glad you mentioned the Far Side earlier, because the Secretary very much looks like a Far Side character. She's got the beehive. She has the cat eye glasses, and she's sitting at a desk. She's Far Side woman shaped as well. You know what I mean. And
a lump with a head.
Looks like a candy corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like just throwing pins. And then when you beat her, you fight Mr. Rexo.
Okay.
And then you beat him. And then apparently he gives you the key to the city and says, good job. Or Mr. Rexo's brother is the mayor.
I had to make somebody good. He had to fight for it.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it a simulation?
You had to show me how much you loved your son by
Yeah.
cutting off your thumb, crawling through all this broken glass.
Yeah. Good old Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
I want the Heavy Rain ROM hack of Bronkie the Bronchiasaurus. That no one likes Heavy Rain.
I
You
like-
know that?
I like
it.
Heavy
I liked Heavy Rain too,
Yeah.
but I feel like that game, like, no one looks back on that game fondly but me. But I do remember when you had to chop your finger off, and you know, like, everyone makes fun of like the controls in that game where it's like,
Ooh. Ooh.
right. I loved doing that with the fucking, like, when cut the finger off. I love doing that over and over again.
And the girl was like naked at the beginning in the shower.
The shower, yeah.
Man.
It was a big deal.
Yeah. I remember, I bought it. I heard so much hype around it.
Yeah.
Bought it on release day. Needed a day one patch pretty badly because it was really bad.
Really?
I played through about a quarter of it really bad like that.
What was bad about it? Because I played it later after you told me about it.
It was just like there was like another layer of them slightly on top of them, slightly off center. So they were constantly
Like the characters were like,
yes.
it's like they're all like the visual version of how anime demons sound.
Yep.
Where they're like, we're going to take 5 different voices with different pitches and put them into one. It was like that, but
'cause
visually.
it was just like, it was like 3 of them imposed on each other slightly, 1 inch to the right, 1 inch up, 1 inch left, and they're just vibrating.
How much filthy air had you had?
Oh, so much filthy
Yeah.
air. I lived in DC. I had so much filthy air. Although one thing I didn't like was like, you didn't actually have to do any of the stuff to save your son. Like cut off your thumb. Nah. Mm-hmm. You just drive the right way down the highway. You're fine.
But you don't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's definitely like one of those illusion of choice things where it's like after the fact, you're like, oh, it didn't matter.
Your crime's weird, Mr. Man.
Yeah. All right.
Do you have any achievements?
I've got a few.
Yeah.
A few really good ones that came in from Twitch chat. There were too many good ones that I had a hard time cutting them down. Here's the first achievement, which of course gets in because it's a Simpsons reference. This comes in from Balcorn, Rhythmaster Balcorn. Professor Werner von Bronkie. In order to unlock Professor Werner von Bronkie, stop playing Bronkie and develop German rockets. That is a fucking
I'm about to say, I don't get that one.
deep ass cut that I had to look up. Like, I saw it and I was like, I know that's a Simpsons reference, but I just don't, like, it's like it reeks of a Simpsons reference. I just don't know what it is. He's the professional wrestler who you fight in the first level of the Simpsons arcade game.
Oh, shit.
Professor Werner von Braun is his name. Second achievement, who I'm trying to figure out who submitted this one because I forgot to put the person's name. The next achievement is, so apologies, I'll look it up. Are you not edutained? And in order to unlock Are you not edutained, when the tides of chat are not amused with your poll vote. And there's a little explanation to that. And I remember who it was. It was Sick Jake, because Sick Jake voted. Okay, there came a point in the game where it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to play Final Fantasy V. And usually when I want to switch a game, I do feel honor bound to play the game that we are going to discuss on the podcast. Like, I feel like this is my duty. It doesn't matter if it's fun or not. It's just the thing I have to do. But then I'll, start weaseling, and I'm like,
That's enough.
Right, exactly. And then I'll be like, Zal, can you post a poll, please? And Zal will post a poll where it's like, what game are we gonna? We're gonna continue playing Bronkie, or are we gonna switch to Final Fantasy V? And everyone voted Final Fantasy V except for one person. And I do believe that person was Sick Jake.
Pretty sick, Jake.
Next achievement.
I see you alternate reality, Jacob.
Also, if I fucked that up, apologies. Next achievement is another Paulcorn, Rumble in the Bronchies. In order to unlock Rumble in the Bronchies, play Bronkie with Jackie Chan, which I would love to do.
Yeah.
It would probably make the game so much more enjoyable.
Unless he's like, no, this sucks. And he leaves.
Yeah, Jackie Chan's like, you can't play this game with a ladder?
He just do all these fucking flips.
Next achievement is Goodfellas.
No such thing as insurance over in China. Flip, 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 flip.
You don't play this game on helicopter blades? I don't understand. The next achievement is Goodfellas. In order to unlock Goodfellas, realize that Bronkie and Ray Liotta of Tadpog fame, that's where everybody knows Ray Liotta, they're the same, because at the end of Goodfellas, it is revealed that Ray Liotta has bronchitis.
Oh, they are.
They're exactly the same.
Oh, shit.
That achievement came in from Enthusiast Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. That's a text message on my phone.
Yeah, your vibe is going off hard, dude. And I didn't even hear the coins drop or anything.
It's my employees at work, but I don't think it's important, so it's going to keep going.
Last achievement comes in from Dr. Drunk, a.k.a., and that is Blow Out Hard. In order to unlock Blow Out Hard, put the cartridge to your mouth. Blow out hard. Put it in the Super Nintendo, play for 10 minutes, then go set the cartridge on fire and trigger your asthma.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what they tell you to do in the game to do your asthma test, is blow out hard. Tyler, do you have any achievements?
I've got 2.
All right. What you got?
I've got all your breath are belong to me.
Fucking all right.
And
all your breath
are belong to me.
All your breath are belong to
Slylock Fox.
And you collect all the lungs, but you never use your blow attack.
Oh, so almost me.
Yeah.
What? Expendable resource? Nope. Gonna hit things with this frying pan the whole game.
Yeah, I don't know. I might need it for Rexo.
Yep.
And then my other one is tracheotomy, and you die as trachea.
As trach. Nice. I love it. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would you give it?
I would give this the stringy, de-evolved fungus beard of King Toadstool from the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Okay.
Because it's just gross. It's not fun.
It is gross.
Yeah.
And it is not fun.
Yeah.
I feel like, yes. And it ties in with the whole dark dino timeline theory of yours.
Exactly.
This is good. I like it a lot. Book ending. I like it.
There we go. Book 1 over.
Please flip tape over to side B. Tyler, if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would it be?
I would give it from Jurassic Park. Whenever Sam Neill sees the long necks,
The Bronchiasaurus.
the Bronchiasaurus, and he fumbles and takes off his glasses. I give him those glasses. Only he's looking at how boring the game is.
Yeah. The Redonkulosaurus.
Yeah.
Where he's like, there's some frog in that dinosaur. Fuck that.
I didn't have a dinosaur.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
do you think that this game, Bronkie the Bronchiasaurus, belongs on TADPOG's top 100 Super Nintendo games of all time?
Not hardly.
I agree. Do you think it belongs on the bottom 100?
No.
Me neither.
It's boring.
It's close.
Yeah, it's
To
boring.
there, but
Like
it's-
bottom 75%.
It's
or bottom 25%.
yeah. You know, if it were fun, it might be a good game.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's got all the makings of a good game except for how
Except
not
for
fun,
the fun.
it is.
Yeah, except for the fun. It's like they developed the game and then Rhea was like, "Can you make it longer?" And they're like, "I guess we can just do the same stages 3 more times."
Yeah, yeah. Control C, Control V.
Right,
Just do it a whole
done.
bunch. It's fine.
Also, make sure the lily pads don't spawn sometimes, okay?
Just sometimes. Just sometimes.
We don't want people to rent this game and never buy it. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
would you like to know what Flopsy says about this game?
Oh, boy, would I.
The Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library, 1991 through 1998 by Pat Contry, courtesy of Master Mold Mike. Bronkie the Bronchiasaurus. Availability, very rare.
Oh, that's the first one we've come across so far.
1.5 stars.
Okay. Yep.
The reflections, the summary is from KN. And KN says, I vaguely remember reading about this title in a gaming magazine years ago. This might not look like a game that would have any complexity in its storytelling, but it's interesting in how it links what it's trying to convey with its set goals and rewards. It values self-care and stresses overtly that it's okay to ask for help. Gotta have a coin, gotta have your circle.
Yeah. Yep.
A departure from the usual wish fulfillment power fantasies of gaming. Bronkie and Trachy aren't the only asthmatic video game heroes, though. The protagonist of Mother or Earthbound Beginnings has asthma and occasionally suffers status effects from it as well. That's from KN. That's not plagiarism. KN wrote that.
That's true. All right. Perfect.
That's just a quote.
I mean, I've played Mother. I played through it so quickly, I don't remember that.
Yeah, you don't remember asthma
I
coming
remember
into
the
play.
asthma.
Yeah.
But I did. I remember a lot of that game because I blazed through it in like 2 or 3 days.
Wow. Complex job system.
That was so complex.
How about that? How about an Earthbound with a job system?
I could do that.
I would love that.
Yeah. Some weird ass jobs.
Yeah. Where it's like you can affect the ticker, the HP ticker and stuff
There
like
you
that.
go,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're like a ticker technician. It's a job.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, you're a vendist.
Vendorian. Well, Dave, what do you say I wander over here and ask you to take that quiz?
I was about to say, we can pray to the randomizer if you want and find out what our next game is, or we can take a quiz
Let's take that quiz
that was sent by Ross Rachel Green, whom we're going to be recording with this week
Hell yeah.
for a Patreon episode that is hopefully going to publish next week. Mazin Saga : Mutant Fighters.
It better be fucking good, Ross.
It better be really good, Ross.
Fucking good.
We're counting on it.
Damn it.
The title of this quiz from Ross Rachel Green is It Was All Kicking Off in 1995. Ross says, it's been another slow home and work week, so no good stories, I am afraid. While it is nice not to have any major dramas, it doesn't make for good storytelling. Well, just stick your elbow deep in a poop pipe.
Yeah, there you go. Brighten up your week real quick.
Yeah. Ross continues, however, my D&D group did something particularly daft recently. They walked into a room with a guard fast asleep by a table with a bell on it. They crept quietly to the guard, tried to subdue him, but owing to a crit fail on being gentle, then a 20 on strength, it outright smashed his skull like Gallagher with a melon. Then rang the bell. Fools. Anyway. Exactly. I've done all the exciting quizzes about the weird educational games in this series. So here is a quiz about games released 25 years ago in 1995.
Perfect.
Games are in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Tyler, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
First question. This movie tie-in was based on a sequel about a particularly spooky family.
The Addams Family values.
The Addams Family Circus of Value.
Circus of Value. Fuck, man.
I feel like that's good. Let's lock that one in.
Yeah.
It is Addams Family Values.
Yeah.
Next question. This game is also a movie tie-in starring a vigilante, but despite the film's name, it only lasted 2 hours and 9 minutes. 48 hours or something? What is that? It's got to be a time
Something
thing,
like that, yeah.
right? That was a movie, right? 48 hours.
48 hours?
That was a movie.
24? Did 24 have a Super Nintendo game?
It better have.
Shit, man. I don't know.
It's got to be like hours has to be in it, right?
This is all Super Nintendo game. It came out in
They're
95.
all Super Nintendo games that came out in 1995, yeah.
It's a movie tie-in.
It is a movie tie-in starring a vigilante. Batman.
3 hours. Man, I have no clue.
Me neither. Batman, 3 hours, locking it in. It is Batman Forever. Half credit.
You said Batman. You're right. Half credit.
All right. Next question. Who would win a detective off?
Slylock Fox.
Or Batman, the world's greatest detective?
Is the light on in the house or not? I don't know.
I sure as fuck don't know, remember?
Slylock Fox.
Figured out Batman be like, I've got night vision goggles.
Oracle. Invade the piracy of America.
Get into the power grid for this state. Turn on the light inside.
Next question.
I need to see all these kids masturbating.
Why is everyone masturbating to Sailor Mars? Next question.
Sailor Mercury's intelligence is sexy as fuck. Come on.
Man, you were going to go down a rabbit hole.
Here, go ahead. Keep jerking off. I'm just going to turn on Sailor Mercury. It'll work. Trust me. I'm Batman.
This goes so deep where it's like...
Here's some scarecrow serum.
Which Sailor Moon character would Batman jerk off to?
Tuxedo Mask.
Welcome to TADPOG. I hope this is your first episode.
Yeah.
It's a weird one to start on, but let's be honest.
And I hope you listen at the hour and 43 minute mark first.
Where am I going to start
go
this?
Back.
There. Oh, they're talking about Batman. I like Batman. Next.
I like jerking off and I like Sailor Moon. $20 on Patreon.
Patreon.com/TADPOG.
If you like all three of those things, you're obligated to give us $20.
You legally owe us $20. Next question. This game from LucasArts sees the player getting promoted to 21-star general and fighting evil slugs.
21-star general fighting evil slugs.
Mm-hmm. LucasArts.
Star Wars.
Super Star Wars.
Super Star Wars.
Locking it in. Because I have no fucking
Attack
clue.
of the Clones.
Big Sky Trooper.
Never heard of it.
I have heard of it, but because it is a game that I believe I'm getting the game right, I believe that is a game that Rhythm Master Paul Korn always wanted to play.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Saw it in a magazine, wanted to play it, never did it. Into the story.
All right.
Next question. This game stars two dinosaurs from a 1986 arcade game. Has to be Bust a Move.
Yeah, good job. All right.
Right?
Absolutely.
Bub and Bob,
Yep.
locking it in. It is Bust a Move. Next question. This game was a port of a PC game series about leading a group of people through time and looks much worse on the Super Nintendo. Stargate?
Yes.
Stargate, locking it in. It is Civilization. Next question. This is another port of a PC FPS that isn't actually a bad port by the sounds of it, but typically removes all references to hell and blood. Doom.
I've heard it's the worst port.
I have also heard that it is not a good port, but I was just having a conversation with fellow game bud Willie and Among Us. He was talking about how, while that's not a great game, it is amazing that they got that on a Super Nintendo cartridge. You know,
They got it on a pregnancy test. So
I mean, kind of,
yeah.
kind of. Doom, locking it in. It is in fact Doom. Next question. This game sees a group of children fighting an alien force with a sound stone.
Earthbound.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you on that one.
Mother 2.
Mother 2. Now with less asthma.
Mother
locking it
3
in.
-1.
It is in fact Earthbound. Next question. This one-on-one basketball game features a Martian, cat, rabbit, and duck. That is got to be Looney Tunes B-Ball.
Yep. Yep.
Thank
You're
you.
right.
If it's right, thank you, Bovine Bear, Matt Cowan. Looney Tunes basketball, locking it in. I think I said baseball earlier, which that's the wrong
You
sport.
said B-ball.
B-ball, because that's the
B-ball.
name of the game.
Yep.
Locking it in before I fuck it up. It is, in fact, Looney Tunes B-ball.
Nice. Very good job.
We got good at this all of a sudden
Yeah, never going to fail the rest.
because of our strong listener base. Next question. This game, based on a television show of the same name, is a Metroidvania-style game and sees you trying to stop Maximum Inc. from dominating Metropia. Are you familiar with a TV show that has Maximum Inc. in it and Metropia in it?
No.
Metropia. Does that help? Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Metropia.
Metropia.
Metropia. Yeah,
Metropia.
that's Comic Sans.
Comic Sans. The video game based on Comic Sans, the TV show. It's a Metroidvania style game. I'm thinking it's a cartoon, right? Because
Yeah.
like Maximum
It's
Inc.
got to be.
and Metropia.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you what it is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Let's say it's called Metropia.
Yeah,
Locking it in.
Metropia guy.
It is Phantom 2040,
Oh, shit.
which was nominated as a game of the month for the SNES
No,
Club.
it was also requested
Discord.
many years ago.
Long time ago. Next question. This game, based on a television show of the same name, sees you captaining a submarine. It's not down Periscope because that's a film.
Damn it.
It's a
they
feature.
needed-
That's
they
a
needed
feature
down
film.
Periscope game.
Right. It's not Yellow Submarine
Hunt
because
for Red October?
it's also a movie. Was it a TV show as well?
Oh, just a TV show.
What's a TV show that took place in a submarine?
Underwater Mash. Aqua Mash. It took place in a submarine.
Sees you captaining a submarine. That has to be like something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yep, I don't know
Like
either.
Johnny Quest or some shit.
Yeah, Johnny Quest.
Was there a Johnny Quest Super Nintendo game?
Probably.
Was there a submarine in Johnny Quest?
Remember, there's one in my head.
Okay, same. But I got there from C Lab, which is not connected at all. You know what I mean?
Is it not though?
Because I was like, man, a C-Lab game would be pretty fucking sweet. Get some dirty air, get some filthy air, play some C-Lab. That'd be sweet.
I bet Johnny Quest. That's a good guess.
Johnny Quest, locking it in. It is Sequest DSV.
Half credit.
Remember Sequest? I wanted to watch it, but never
Very
did.
vaguely. Was it Jonathan Brandis in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was. And there was a dolphin in there, which is why I wanted to watch it. But then I was like, this is boring.
Jonathan Brandis and a dolphin.
I was like, I got to decide whether I'm going to watch this or America's Funniest People. Come on, cut it out. Boom, God. I just feel like we should end the show. Fuck, can't get better than that.
Well, let's pray at the same time together, and then,
All right,
we're totally at sync.
That's good. That's good. Ross,
For people whose first episode they really don't know what we mean by that. No, Dave, let's pray together.
let us pray. Ross, thanks for the quiz.
Yeah, man.
I enjoy them very much.
No morality question.
No morality question.
Oh man.
He knows that I'm a shitbag, so he is done with that.
Well, since we're done, I'm gonna get this batter up peripheral.
All right.
Put one end on the ground here.
Perfect.
One end, stand it up. Put one
Yep.
end on my forehead.
Take your pants off.
I'll take my pants off.
Thank
That way,
you.
Oh, breathe in a little bit of that cold air.
Yeah.
Because it is cool. It's back here. It feels good back
It feels
here.
great.
It's very nice.
Yeah. Your no-no hole's just moving agape like that fish in the glass.
So I'm going to, Wild and Crazy Kid style,
Yes.
turn a circle, pull my no-no hole, run direction, say the prayer we all love to say.
Yes.
That's pretty good. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
53.
Have we done it before?
We have not.
Oh, shit. That's got to be the bees.
Correct. You're good. You're getting good at figuring out
Numbers and letters.
All right, go fill in your rainbow. That's what Henry has to do, like for sight reading. They fill up a rainbow like bar for each level. Yeah. That's what we need in here. We need like some rainbows. Or it's like, Dave, remember?
Slylock Fox.
Yeah, fill in orange.
I'll get a felt board up with felt versions of both of us, and we'll put our treasures on it.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with the clothespin.
We could do that too.
Yeah, where
I
it's-
just always think of going to Bible school with my friend, and then if you went to Bible school, they put like a person like in their underwear, a felt person, and then, oh, you came to Bible school one day. All right, you get the armor of faith. And then like the next day, all right, you get the helmet of righteousness.
Is it like Ghosts
And
and
you-
Goblins?
So
When you fight Satan, your armor comes off?
by the end, you're dressed fully like a Roman soldier. But of course, I was only invited to the last 3 days, so I felt very left out because I just had like boots, a shield, and a helmet.
And they're like,
And I was
don't
like,
worry.
can I have more? You didn't come to the first 2 days. No, you can't. I was like, man, you are a fucking lawful ass Sunday school teacher
You can have this spear, though. Stab that dude.
for God.
Why Romans? That doesn't, I don't.
Because we go ahead, put on all your armor to crucify Christ.
That seems weird.
Yeah. It's all weird. What? Let's see, man. What kind of nutshell would I put all of Southern Baptists in? Yeah, weird. There we go. And then guilt kids over missing a day of Bible school.
Yeah. Why'd
Yeah.
you miss it, though, dude?
I wasn't invited. I didn't know. I want my full armor of God.
All right, whatever.
Hope no one fires at your torso. None of Satan's flaming arrows. Starts with the B.
It is in the B's, 53. I like our abrupt, natural, like, change in conversation. When I'm editing, it's like, people are going to think we truncated a bunch of silence there. Nope, we did not. We're just like, we're in tune enough where it's like, we're done with this
Yep.
now.
Are there any, with a simple glance, Dave, are there any other natural avenues of conversation for this? No, Tyler.
No.
They're not.
Guess what the B game is?
Moving on. All in but a glance.
A nanosecond. A micro emotion.
Oh, shit. Starts with a B. Is it a sports game?
It is not.
All right.
Right?
All right.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Is it an edutainment game? No.
No, because that's just Packy and Marlin is all we got left. From that series.
What is the grossest bubble gum you can think of?
Out of that pack of football cards.
Oh, the Ninja Turtles gum.
Yeah,
the Ninja Turtles gum.
yeah.
Okay. What is the grossest gum you can imagine buying currently? Because you can't buy those turtles. Well, I guess technically from a retailer.
Not secondhand from an eBay stranger.
Yeah. You're not going to get there because it's double bubble. Bazooka Joe is where I was trying to lead you. The game that we are going to be playing, the game that's 53, is called Bazooka Blitzkrieg.
Okay.
It is a super scope game.
Oh.
And it
very cool.
because looking at all the super scope games, which is why I was super disappointed in myself that I didn't get 10-star in the quiz last week. Because Grimm sent that super scope and I'm setting up the CRT and everything to play these games. This one doesn't look good.
Damn. Do you have the ability to stream that next week?
I have the ability. Am I going to? I don't know. I might just want to play Final Fantasy V instead.
Okay.
And the reason is because I'd have to use S-Video, which is it's fine. It'll work. But like when I tested it, I was like, this doesn't look as good as I would like it to look. But it's serviceable. So who knows? Maybe I'll do it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that makes you feel better. That doesn't sound all too horrible.
Nah.
You just come over a little early, we'll knock it out. Then,
Shoot some
play.
things. Yeah.
It's not super hot back here. It'll be fine.
No, it'll be good.
We just got to buy 40 batteries first.
Yeah, we're going to need a lot of batteries. Yeah, it might actually be less expensive for us to buy a real bazooka.
You're right. Well, what else we do? I think that's it. So thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, and Spotify.
I don't know why I always expect you to say SoundCloud.
I always have to stop myself from saying SoundCloud.
Okay.
Yep.
So
it's
because we're synced.
Yeah, we're vibing.
Stop thinking about it so that I can stop thinking about it.
You stop thinking about it so I can stop thinking about it. So we're on Facebook. Just TADPOG on Facebook. Episode posts, memes. If you're a fan of the show, you like that dank shit, TADPOG Nation. If you're a fan of the show and you like nice, orderly, good boy chat and occasional naughty boy chat, all confined within certain parameters.
Yeah,
that's the Discord.
Yeah, if you want to play some Among Us with us, the Game Buds, join the Discord server.
What is that Discord server again?
bit.ly/TADPOG Discord.
Yeah. If you want a shirt, shirts.tadpog.com. Shirts.
We got the Soda Jerk shirt up.
Yes.
That Jonathan sent us. It's amazing. Grimm ordered one of the Henleys.
Yeah.
And he posted a picture of it in Discord. It looks good. I was because normally I'll buy a prototype of the shirt, but it's like I've drugged my feet so long on getting these shirts up that it's just like, fuck it, we'll do it live. And if there's a problem like with the printing, because like the illustration's so good that it's like, it's thin lines and it's like I love that look, but I was worried that Amazon was gonna fuck it up when they're printing it. It looked good. So I was very, very pleased.
Cool.
So yeah.
I'm about to give Melissa one of those. Because I won't wear a shirt with my own face on it. But she will.
Yeah, I get it. I know that I've said that a bunch of times because I don't like wearing our album art shirt because it has my face on it. But someone who was really talented drew this, so
that's true.
I'm
gonna buy it from Melissa to wear beside me.
There you go. Hey, is that the guy that you're with?
You see that? Yeah.
Is that the guy that you're with? Who's that other guy?
That's what he said. Who likes coconut? I bet it was the other guy. Let's see. So we're on Twitter and Instagram, TADPOG_podcast. Have because we talked about bounties.
Yes.
Are we ready to talk about?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
No.
Until next time.
No. We got 3 bounties to get through.
So, but most importantly, we got that Patreon. It won't load for me. I don't know why.
Patreon won't load? That's not good. Let me take a look. I don't know why it would be any different for me.
So I've done it on data. I've done it on Wi-Fi. Nothing.
All right, here we go. I don't know if this is complete, but so apologies. If we've missed you, I'm sure we'll get to you next week. We do have a new patron that we'd like to welcome, Matthew Giro. If I pronounce that incorrectly,
Gyro.
let us know. Giro. It looks like it's like French. So I'm going to go with Giro. Matthew, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the bonus episodes. And we, like I said, we're planning on publishing a new one next week sometime.
Sweet.
And that's all that I see in the Patreon app.
All right.
So thank you.
So our theme song is moved. Plus, more drive. Link to that track in the show notes at TADPOG.com. But most importantly, we got some executive producers.
Some executive producers. Speaking of Patreon, these are executive producers who donate to us monthly at $20 or more a month, and it goes a really long way. They're extremely generous. Thank you. This episode was executive produced by Usurper Grimm, Steve Dixon, God Emperor Alex Pena, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Cousin David Galino, Platinum member Brett Miller, Coronavirus Savior Cubicle Monkey, Joseph Phillips, Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, the Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Plinko Nick Bryce, Executive Producer Dig Dougie, Matt Gentile, a.k.a. Gentle G, Magical Sleeper, a.k.a. Big Dicked Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, congratulations on your marriage, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Paul Anderson, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, and Demented Lemming.
Fuck, man.
Thanks, y'all.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah, you guys fucking rock.
I also want to express, while I was trying to pull up the Patreon link, Facebook was like, hey, alert. I was like, what are you saying, Facebook? And it is a self-recorded video of our dear friend Zeus Laser reporting me for hate speech for saying I don't like Baconator Pringles.
I'm sorry, what Pringles?
Baconator.
There are Baconator Pringles?
We had them on the show.
We had them?
They're in there in the fridge.
Oh. Filthy,
They're gross.
Filthy air.
Filthy air.
Filthy air. I'm gonna bleed filthy air on that. I don't remember the Baconator Pringles. Wow.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad you don't.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna edit all that out to make
you.
me sound smart. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Baconator Pringles. Oh, I remember those. Those were not good.
Abrupt cut to laughter. Remember our first 5 episodes? That's what they sounded like. Hey, Tyler, remember Baconator Pringles? Yes.
When you fight Ryu as Mega Man, he's hard, and then you get the Shoryuken.
Is Chun-Li naked in this game? I honestly don't remember the Baconator Pringles. I honestly don't. I guess I gotta try them again.
Yeah.
Fucking filthy air. Jesus Christ.
How you want to close this out, Dave?
Like Dave Thomas, founder of Wendy's.
All right. So until next time.
But he's disappointed.
Tropical Capricorn. The burgers are square.
Old-fashioned hamburger.
They like. It's very important the customers the burger go over the edge. That's why they're square.
That episode of
Hangs over the edge.
Unpopular Opinion, where they talk about the Wendy's at Dave Thomas and the training video is like honestly probably my favorite episode of that podcast.
I've shown the hot eats or the hot.
Not the
hot
cool
and
treats?
Cold, not the cool treats. I've shown both to everyone during in-service meetings at work. work. So, as well as Dwight, the fire drill.
Why do you show him that?
We talk about fire safety.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So I was like, here you go.
Also, remember when a bat got into the office?
Here's about rabies protection for all hospital workers.
Also, if you're walking barefoot, watch out for the grills.
I know everybody here likes the smell of bacon in the morning when they get up, right? All right, here's how to protect yourself. Niyogiri spicy seafood udon type noodle.
Perfect.
These are pretty good, but not as good as those.
Oh, you've had that already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even like the shrimp. I mean, I like shrimp, but I don't like shrimp flavored
Shrimp
ramen
flavored?
or anything. Yeah.
Just like the dried out shrimp paste.
No, I don't. Not a big fan of it.
The salty, briny smear.
I don't really even like the chicken that much. You know, it's
Yeah.
just I don't know. It's but I also like to do it like the least healthy way possible. Like I already know it's not healthy for you, but it's like I like to boil like a little bit of water. Like when it calls for like 2 cups or whatever, I just whatever it calls for, I have, and then let it boil. Throw the noodles in, and pretty much just let it go until it's like
So it's about dry.
the water's pretty much
Yeah.
gone, and then I take it out. And then I sprinkle on the stuff and just mix it up. And it's like, all right, there
That's
we
how
go.
Mom makes it for Kenna too. That's how
Oh,
she
really?
likes it, yeah.
I
I generally eat it soupy.
That's probably better for you, right? Because you don't get all of the fucking like sodium.
Oh, the
you know
sodium
what I mean?
bomb.
That's what I worry about. But it's like,
Well, see, with that one, it's a little more intensive in that you boil it, throw in like these dehydrated vegetables or whatever, and then once the noodles are soft, pull them out and then stir fry them in this curry sauce that comes with it, so they turn
wow,
red.
that's awesome.
And then you throw them back in.
Wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like the dehydrated vegetables. I like them in the like that Shin Black.
Yeah, that
I
Shin
like-
Black was good.
Yeah, it's. I don't know how much this stuff is. I imagine it wasn't cheap, but like
It wasn't that. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I was like, yeah, okay,
cool.
So
Because like the Shin Black is like, it's like gives you pause where it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, I like this. But do I-
$1.50 per ramen pack and not a nickel.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I think when Nikki told me like the pack was like $8 or something, and I was like, what?
Because I remember just seeing at Walmart being like, all right, I'm going to splurge and just see. I just want to see. I'm going to live real high just once.
I'm glad you did, man. They're fucking good. I love them. For real, man. They're fantastic. They need to make a one chip ramen.
More of these?
No, thank you.
You finish the bag. I'm good.
No.
No,
No,
do
no,
cheddar, do
no,
horseradish.
Oh, I love it. I don't know. I don't want.
See, give you horsey belly pretty quick.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have anything on your stomach.
I haven't had lunch. Like I had lunch at like 11:30. Eating lunch earlier so that I can eat dinner earlier. Like so that we don't have to eat dinner and then immediately send Henry to bed. Want to have like a little bit of like a buffer time in
Yeah.
there. So yeah, I'm used to eating at like 2, and that's been bumped up to 11:30. So now it's like it gets about 6, and it's like fuck, hungry.
That's almost intermittent fasting.
Yeah, but you know me, I pretty much do that. Like that's just kind of
Yeah.
how I do. Because I'll have dinner at like 6, and then I won't eat again until 11:30 the next day,
No, that's pretty much intermittent fasting.
and
yeah.
then I'll eat again at 6, and then but of course I fucking snack, that fucking wrecks it. But I don't really.
Yeah, it's something you can't have more than like 50 calories in your non-eating window,
Is that right?
or it fucks with.
yeah. I mean, I probably like 4 days out of 7, I don't fuck it up. But like 3 days, I mean, I'm 2
pretty
a.m.
good.
2 a.m. It's like I'm gonna have some fucking.
If you exercise for 4 days and not for 3, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I guess it's better than none.